Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. Don't you worry, Weary won't be here this session, but they will be back. They're just tinkering away and fixing up the portal for us. But before we get into this good story, let's just go around the table and introduce ourselves. I will be your GM for the evening. My name is Lucas, and my pronouns are he, him. Meg.
Like, oh shit, I'm next. Hi, I'm Meg. I am playing our favorite socially anxious godling druid, Alora, whose pronouns are they, them.
Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Glyph, the newly robotic automata rogue, and their pronouns are they, them.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and I'm playing TK37, the telekinetic goblin super soldier. And both our pronouns are she, her.
And Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Kratok, the simply superb Plumerian bard, and we are both he, him.
I just have to say, I took a sip of this beer, thinking that it was going to kind of suck, because it was a blonde beer, and it usually just tastes like the most basic stuff. It was so sweet. Maybe I'm going insane. We've spent too long in the far realms, ladies and gentlemen. The sound effects and music are coming to us from Sirenscape. So if you want to feel like you're inside the belly of the beast, if you want to be like, I just think that my garage could use a little bit of ambience, and you want to just really change it up and just have it sound like some creepy innards of a monster, then head on over to Sirenscape and make your place into the most fun hip place in the neighborhood. Also, we're sponsored by Roll20. Head on over to Roll20. Play those online games. They got all sorts of amazing games on there. There's so damn many. There's too many to count. You got like the Quiet Year on there, you got Call of Cthulhu, you got all like the basics like D&D, Pathfinder, Starfinder, all sorts of good games. Head on over there. You can create a free account and then just grab the stuff that you want, you know? And then you got dice on there, make your maps. As you see here, we're already using it. We also have another sponsor. That's right. What? I know. You're all probably thinking, there's no way. There is a way. We are sponsored by Regal Rollers. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up that Kickstarter here, and I'm gonna drop a link. Please use the link that I'm gonna drop because it helps us, showcase that you're going there to check out what, and we've sent you along on that way. But Regal Rollers, they have a dice Kickstarter. It is rad. These dice look gorgeous. I know a lot of the times we go there, we just buy our bulk dice, or maybe you buy that one, set of dice at a con. These dice are so pretty looking. Get a set of dice that are specific for your character. Treat yourself. They're $40 for a set of dice, and it comes with a box to come along there so they don't get all scuffed up and messed up. And you can go ahead and once you put the order in, it's actually at the end of the Kickstarter where it ends at May 19th. It will then allow you to choose which set of dice you would like. You want more dice? Go ahead. They have different tiers where you can order more dice, individual dice, whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and be dropping a link in just 1 second. But go ahead and check this out. The people there, they already been running a successful Etsy store. Over 2,500 sales. They have a 4.9 star rating, so they're going to deliver. They're not going to be holding out on you like some of these Kickstarters that you're waiting on for 2 years, and you start going, did I make a mistake? Maybe. All right, let's see here. So I'm just going to go ahead, grab that link, because we have a lot of pictures of birds in our Discord.
Birds are taking over.
It's true.
That's 100% my fault.
Speaking of another fun little fact that we have going on, once we are done the season 2 of Rise of Nyarlathotep, we are coming in with a special. It's probably just going to be a one-shot, but we're looking to have a special where we are going to be playtesting the new Marvel TTRPG rule set. We're going to make really weird characters, and we're going to see just how much of the town we destroy, how many people we don't save, and all that good stuff. So we'll have some fun heroes with that. But we'll talk about more about that when we get closer. So I go ahead, click that link that I dropped if you want to grab yourself some more fancy dice. All right. Time to do the recap. A bestial roar can be heard. Oh, I'm gonna actually close this. A bestial roar can be heard reverberating throughout the desert as blood rain seeps through the ceiling of the facility, dripping into the bile of a great unknown beast. We follow this stomach acid down a set of stairs into a cavern composed of living walls. They heave inward and outward as the strange creature draws breath, desperately struggling to survive in this horrid realm. We drift past a great ooze named Greg, who is sighing as a book disintegrates near them when they attempted to flip a page, and we go northward. We see a partially consumed bridge of fungal properties being eaten by a group of screaming dwarvins. A strange dwarven with robes and a hat like that of a priest barks orders at others, holding themselves in higher regard. Behind them we see Alora, 5 eyes on their face, all slightly glowing with a mysterious power, a tumor speaking to them bulging from their neck. Behind them we see Kratok putting away a golden instrument and Weary collecting their notes that are strewn about. Whipping back down the stairs, we go through and see a tapestry covering this living abode, past this shaking stone moon and into a room filled with junk. But one person's junk is another person's treasure as Glyph triumphantly holds up a backpack labeled Nostradamus Corporation. TK gives Glyph a toothy grin and dusts herself off, unaware of a wall of eyes watching her and slowly fading away into the ether. And I pass it to you. We'll start with Glyph and TK.
Yeah, I have the backpack. And I'm like, okay, we found it. This should have the detonator. It should, and I see the like Nostradamus Corp patch, and I just kind of stop for a second, and I sink to my knees, just clutching the bag. This was a trap. This was a trap. They sent them here to die. They let them come here. And we had to kill them. Kratok had to kill them. None of us should be here. We shouldn't be here, TK. We shouldn't be here.
TK places her hand onto Glyph's shoulder and gives that metal exoskeleton a good tight squeeze. Glyph, we're gonna get out of here. Right now, we can fucking crush anything in our path. We just upgraded our capabilities with a fucking bomb. They want to stand in our way, we'll take them all out. Nah, DK's gonna open up the bag and look inside.
Inside, there are all sorts of strange gadgets in there. You see, goggles. You see that there are these little cubes that are set up, and they look like they're just almost like mercury. Like they look like if you pick them up, they just sort of like ooze about, but right now they're barely holding on to a square form. It looks like there's quite a bit in there. There is a small little device with 2 different buttons on it, and it's written in a language that you don't understand. And you see that there are other things in here, like an extra set of clothes. There's some rations. It looks like there's like a water skin in there. But everything in here is very, very high tech. Even though you can recognize that the water skin is a water skin just because it's partially open, some water's leaking out of it. But it's all like plastics and metals and mesh and everything that you have in here.
Yeah, can I roll to see if I can identify anything?
Sure.
Let me fetch my dice.
Like one of those images they use to simulate a stroke.
The main thing I'm looking for is the detonator, which I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah. That'll be a low DC.
Oh, wow. I rolled very badly. I get advantage. I'll roll the 2 and a 5. So that would be a total of 8.
You're looking at all of this, and I mean, only one thing could reasonably be the detonator, but you don't know what each of these buttons do. There's 2 buttons there, and it's in a language that you don't know.
We
other
don't
stuff.
need to know what the buttons do. Oh, it's detonator. You just push the buttons until something explodes.
Yeah, let's
fair.
not.
That's fair.
TK's gonna like pick up and hold the detonator.
Look,
Yeah.
I kind of readjust my hat and I'm like, you're right. Of course you're right. So that is what we need. Right? Can I look?
Yeah, you can read it, actually.
TK's gonna speak.
Oh, I can read it?
Absolute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Oh.
You're a product of the Nostradamus Corporation. You would have
Oh,
their
yeah.
baseline languages installed in you.
oh, great. What does it say?
It has one. It says like arm device, and then one for detonation.
Oh, yes, it's labeled. Arm device, detonation, deactivation. Oh, that's wonderfully straightforward.
Great. So we can fucking kill all these bastards right now. And I think we just got a doorway straight to Resmere.
It is possible.
I say we just walk straight out there and just hold this fucking bomb up. Strap it to our chest, walk right through the front fucking door.
I feel like strapping the bomb to your chest would be counterintuitive. Exploding is very painful.
Which of these fuckers is going to be the one to tell Resmere that they got the hole blown in their goddamn base by trying to stop us?
But I am wondering if we could use it to destroy the mask. We do have the dark sword. If we could get Resmere and the mask in one go.
We're gonna take
I
this
realize-
fucking bomb, we're gonna shove it down our goddamn throat. Let's fucking go.
And then I realize when the mistake mask melted off of me, it took my geometric mask that Weary made me. So
Mhm.
I'm nude. And like, oh, I've been
What are you
walking
doing?
around like this the whole time? How embarrassing. Is there anything in here I can use? Like another mask or
Roll me an investigation.
Ain't embarrassing.
nice.
You look fine.
It's an 11.
There's like there are more scarves in here.
Okay.
You do see that there are there's just lots of articles of clothes. A lot of it's broken
last sack.
furniture. There's a few like partially broken mirrors, a comb.
Okay, I'll find an old like shawl and I'll adjust.
The two of you start hearing a little bit of splashing from the previous room you were in.
TK puts the backpack on and holds up the detonator with her thumb over the detonation button. She hasn't armed it yet. She's just hovering her thumb over the detonator button.
Let me take a look, and I can I sneak back to the door and kind of look?
Yeah.
Every time I try to do this, it goes horribly. Okay. Math. 13 plus 11, 24.
Okay. So you're just sneaking up there,
Yeah, I just want to see what's sneaking up on us.
and Shuli Shoes gave the baddie disadvantage. So,
Thanks, Shuli Shoes.
all right, that's a 2 instead of a 20. So it's looking the other way towards where all the Dwarvins are screaming and shouting about eating a bridge. But you look, and it appears that the moon that was in there has opened up. It is a large yellow eye.
Right, another meatball.
It's still
Okay.
attached to like the wall. It's just this eye looking around.
Okay. I stealth back to TK. The moon statue has opened, and it is an eyeball, and it is surveying that room.
Eyeballs are pretty easy to take out. It's just a
They
big
are.
water balloon. You got any knives on you?
Oh, wait, only one hand. Yeah.
Yo, what am I asking here?
Do I have knives?
What, you're wearing a bunch of, like, feasting goo, so...
I did lose several, but I hope this will be enough. Six knives.
I think one good one ought to do it. Just right in the
Two good
people.
ones, and I have my magic ones. I'm like, I have two good ones.
We're going to go over to our other two companions. Weary is busy tinkering away and just adjusting this portal. Now, Alora, you are looking at these pathetic creatures. This power is starting to hum through you. Your 5 eyes are looking towards all of them. The gauze that you kind of used to improvise bandage your hand has fallen to the ground. And you see these full fingers are poking out of your palm. And Bradley is just sort of bulging and now sort of like extending out towards your ear. Eat them. Take on the strength of this realm. Do not hold back. Become the you that you're supposed to be. And your stomach growls a little. Now it's completely up to you, but when you look down at them, they're not appetizing.
Couldn't I? Do I have to?
It's my gift to you.
Making me eat these creatures is a gift?
It's a strength. Your species is known for its cannibalism.
I mean, yes, but I was hoping to break that tradition, although I guess I haven't been very good at it lately. But Bradley, how am I supposed to just eat them? There's more of them than just me.
You can eat those that come out of your hand. Eat the ones I've given you. The fingers.
Aren't these yours?
Of course, but I'm giving them to you. I can always grow more. They're just fingers. It's not like they're ears.
And I'll take out like my dagger and just like prick one to see if I feel anything.
No, it's quite numb.
Did you feel that?
I always feel everything. I'm an eternal pain. And that's how I want it.
Okay then. And I'll. Are there plants in this area?
No, you're inside a creature's stomach.
Fuck. Okay.
Kratok, give me a perception.
It'd be like 0 again.
Da.
This one's a 12.
You can hear Alora talking a little bit with Bradley. You're not sure what they're talking about, but you can hear them chatting. You finished putting away your stuff.
Alora, are you talking to the thing that's growing on you?
Their name is Bradley, and yes.
What does Bradley talk about?
Power!
I've never had a...
Mostly power. They're trying to make me stronger, but the method is a little dubious. Do you have any thing to cook with? Magic or otherwise? Even just like a small
in his
little
pack to see what he might have.
I mean, yeah, you normally would help cook out. Like, you're probably used to cooking, while traveling and
I literally
venturing.
have an iron pot in my inventory.
Yeah, you are a seasoned adventurer, so you would definitely have stuff to cook with.
Yeah, I mean, I have my cooking pot and some water, and I'm sure we can produce heat somehow.
Okay. I need your help.
Okay.
Can you cook these? It's just like
Yes! Yes!
I wasn't asking if you could cook them. I'm asking him.
I'm asking him!
I assume we have to harvest them first?
Of course! Like you harvest the gentle mushroom! A quick pluck with a scissor.
Okay, well, and I'll just take my dagger and go, "Pat!"
It comes right off. And it just, you watch this finger flies right off your hand. And it was a lot easier than you thought it would be. It kind of hits against one of the walls and hits down to the ground.
Did that not hurt you at all?
I felt terrible pain.
He wasn't asking you. Wait, were you?
No, I'm sorry, Bradley, but you're not that high on my list of concerns right now.
I feel a greater pain now.
It's okay, Bradley. I still appreciate you.
I'm having quite a few ethical conundrums. Like,
You and
how
me
do I
both.
feel about chopping fingers off to consume, and also about why, or if it's even okay to grow out of someone and try to manipulate them like this. It's really weird, Bradley.
Well, it's no different than how they grow tentacles to eat.
I'll take your word on that.
You think seafood restaurants just get those from the ocean? How ridiculous! They would run out of supply so quickly. Creatures can't reproduce that fast.
Kratok kind of shrugs it off, and he just readies like the pot and pours some water in.
Why are you enabling them?
Awesome. All right.
What else to do?
So you two, I'll say, Laura, you probably move away from the entrance, and then.
Hold up, what are we burning in the meat room?
Kratok would have some stuff, but Kratok is gonna have to make a check. Do you have a skill that you feel would be most appropriate for you cooking?
For cooking.
Never thought this would be the the question I ask in the facility.
Survival,
Some
maybe?
combination of like
I guess survival, I could see.
Medicine,
performance
survival.
and medicine and survival. Yeah.
If you really want to like give it flair, I'll you do that salt bay cooking. Then yeah, I'll let you.
Yeah, Kratok's like full like hibachi chef with like a pot, so I don't know.
I'll
what
let
he's
you
doing,
go
but he's, like,
performance,
chopping
why
these
not?
fingers up with stuff.
We're eating someone's fingers.
Like
so
the
yeah.
cats from Monster World.
That was a 21.
Whole cutscene.
All right, so TK, give me a perception check.
No, you leave her out of this.
She gonna smell the fingers cooking and be like, they
TK's
better not be
probably-
eating that.
I'm just
the
saying, if
fingers.
anyone's hungry, it's the person who was just a werewolf.
Smells like the secret recipe.
I rolled a 3 with my perception.
You're too
before, so
distracted
that's a
by the
7.
fact that there's an eye that was once a moon that you.
There's an eye, and I have a big ass bomb strapped to my chest.
Yeah. You're kind of thinking like, this is fucking awesome. I was like, you're looking down at the bomb, and meanwhile, Kratok, you're just, having a good time. It's been a while since, someone's really appreciated your cooking styles, and Bradley's going like, wow, amazing. And the dwarvens, I rolled a natural 1. They have no idea this is happening. They're screaming at each other. So, Kratok, it is done very quickly. You look like you had heated up this pot, you had burned the ground because the ground is alive. But yeah, you finished cooking. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, so when Kratok's done, he takes a dagger that he has from his pack and he sort of stabs it through each of the fingers to sort of be like, they're sort of offset by like 30 degrees each, so it's like a cool little like finger spiral on a dagger for better presentation. And he just hands it to Laura and he says, I haven't made this one before, but the boiled fingers on a dagger. Here you go.
Fine dining in the strangest of places.
You're sure this is safe?
Of course, I'm sure.
Don't listen to her.
Laura, we share a brain. I am as sure as you are.
That's not very helpful.
You're such a smart person. Don't worry about it. Everyone doesn't appreciate your genius.
Yeah, actually, Bradley.
We have to get back.
Bradley, you kind of lost a lot of, credibility on that one. Laura's not that sure of very many things.
That's all because you don't know behind the scenes.
At that moment, I just kind of like, when that happens, I'm like, fuck you, and I just eat the finger.
There it is.
Just going right into that psychological attack.
Bradley knows what's up. So we'll go back to Glyph and TK. So you two, unaware, you're Glyph, you got your daggers ready, you got your one hand, and TK, you got a bomb strapped to your chest.
But TK also puts on the goggles.
Oh, yeah.
We're fucking around with bombs.
That's true. Go ahead and roll me just another check for like Magitech stuff. I'll turn off my camera and turn it back on. It's being stupid.
There we go, a dirty 20.
Nice.
Uh-oh, I think your screens are going to get moved around.
Oh, no, it should be fine. So you are looking at these goggles, you put them on, you're like, cool, like, you're hitting, like, there's a few buttons on the sides, and you hit one of the buttons on the side, and this little, like, UI pops up. You're looking at things, and it's, like, analyzing things, but it's all in a different language. But when you look at Glyph, just the amount of information that's popping up, there's so much that it's pulling. And there's a lot of, like, you can recognize a warning symbol when you see one.
Glyph? These goggles are, like, freaking out when I look at you.
I wonder if it is because it is Nostradamus tech.
I don't know. I can't read anything. You can read this stuff. TK takes off the goggles. Passes them over. Glyph doesn't have eyes, though.
But I can strap them over the part of my face where I should have eyes.
You have a lot of different cameras that you're aware of.
Dude.
So, like, you could put it towards one of your cameras and, like, kind of look through that.
Yeah, I can kind of... This is going to make me dizzy.
When you look through it and, like, you hold your hand up, you see all this, like, information, like, warning, Centurion unit gone rogue, like, warning cannot connect to update system. Like, there's just, like, a bunch of warnings about you in particular. You're very dangerous, need to report it. And you see that it can't connect to the network, though.
Oh. It's just saying that I am a Centurion unit and that I'm extremely dangerous. But that's nothing you need to worry about.
Goddamn right.
It is right.
TK puts them back on because they look cool.
They look cool.
All right. So what are the two of you going to do?
Is it possible that the eyeball is benign?
Do you want to test that? Or do you just want to, like, pop it like a waterbed?
And we do have to walk past it either way. Let's give it one chance. Maybe we will be
What if it's
lucky
like
for
an
once.
alarm system, though?
That would be... How? How would an eyeball make any noise?
Yeah, well, it might have a mouth on its butt.
A butt mouth. This place would have eyeballs with butt mouths.
Look at Forvin.
Yeah.
I just put that in the Twitch chat. They literally have a flying eyeball with a mouth.
We do have one of those. I forgot. Forvin's a friend, though. We don't know if this eyeball's a friend.
What are you gonna ask?
Like, what if it's actually a robot?
Then we should get it out of here.
You were like a bad robot.
Bad robot.
No, you're a good robot.
Not according to my username.
The two of you are talking, trying to figure out what to do. You're hunkered down near the entrance to the room. Glyph, you've kind of like slinked back so that you can talk to TK. And when the two of you turn over towards the doorway again, the eye is there, staring at you. It takes up the entire doorway. It's just looking at you.
Knife it now.
Been watching us for a while. Hello. Giant eyeball.
It just keeps staring at you.
If Blip isn't gonna throw a knife at it, TK is just gonna try to explode the eye goo with her brain.
Well then, Bowers.
Not with the bomb. I should clarify when I say explode.
Are you sure?
Now.
Beep beep.
We found the detonator. Click.
Check it out.
Boop.
So yeah, I'm just gonna brain punch it.
Nice.
Well, I've rolled an 18.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, because that's an 18 plus an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That'll do it.
My damage, guys. And that'll be a 13 blunt. Just right in the middle of the pupil.
13 damage. Okay. You blast forward. You hit this eyeball. It shudders and shakes. And it blinks these stone eyelids as there's like a red spot where like the vessels are burst on it. And it just slinks away.
Problem solved.
And the walls of the room you're in start to close.
No, run.
Oh, I think you made it mad.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna run.
Start moving. And she's holding up the detonator.
All right. So TK,
No.
you start running alongside Glyph, and we go back to Alora. Alora, you quickly eat these in defiance. You are ready for this ultimate power that Bradley speaks of. You feel it surge through you. You feel yourself start to grow. 2 more arms begin protruding out from your sides. You feel this long tail come out right at the base of your spine as it just starts whipping back and forth. These little spikes start protruding off of it. You feel these blades coming out of your shoulders, out of your back. Your teeth begin sharpening as you feel the instincts of a predator instantly coming into your mind. Your skin is, before it was this wooden sort of carapace, and now it looks like it's taking on more of like a scaly look to it. Your face elongates a little bit as you feel more teeth growing in. Your 5 eyes change to 10 as they start rearranging themselves on your head. You feel so powerful. You look at Kratok and recognize that it is Kratok. You're not overwhelmed by this power. But you look at the Dwarvens and you think them so weak, so pathetic. You could rip them apart right now, and why shouldn't you? You're the superior life form. That's the way nature works. And you are nature. What would you like to do?
You gave the wrong person the superiority complex. Shut up! Bradley, get back here.
We've done
is Bradley still? Yeah, I was like, is Bradley still attached?
You feel Bradley in your mind. Bradley doesn't have like a protrusion at the moment. It's just you can feel them. They're another presence in your brain.
You let Bradley in.
Make them suffer. Make them pay. How dare they chase you down here into the gross stomach?
I'm gonna kind of just snort in agreement, just like, and charge, rage, munch.
Yeah. You charge
whack,
forward.
Just go after him.
Go ahead and roll to hit. So make a melee attack. Your strength is temporarily an 18. Same with your dexterity and your constitution.
Why do I not have a good time? Okay, I got a 17. Plus the 2, 3. So 20? Dirty 20?
So you charge forward. You feel these claws growing out of your hands as you just are moving with this incredible speed. You see the one moon beast with the robes on. It's shrieking and screaming something. It doesn't matter. It's just prattle. And you go right up to this creature. As it turns towards you, you slice out your claws as you rip its throat out. And parts of it just start falling off. You cut the tentacles clean off its face as it just falls down to the ground. And the other 2 Dwarvens look at you and just start screaming. Glyph and TK. You come running out of there as the walls are closing now in the tapestry room as well. You see the eye has closed and it's sinking into the wall itself. TK, you're holding up this detonator. Glyph, you are running with some knives in your hand. And you both see this creature just standing over one of the Dwarvens. And its claws are coated with this yellowish blood. And it turns towards you. These 10 eyes along its head are looking all... It's this reptilian sort of beast. And there are numerous these serrated teeth as it starts to... It looks towards both of you, but doesn't seem to make an advance and just turns back towards the other Dwarvens who are just standing there screaming.
Does it still have, like... do they still have, like, the succulent...
Yeah, they would still
were?
have a lot of Alora's stuff.
If we're not in combat, Kratok's just going to run up kind of behind Alora, and he's going to shout, "Alora, you're really looking like an apex species now."
If PK is noticing the Alora accoutrement, she's just going to be shouting, "This better not be something to do with that fucking tumor!"
We were...
And it
does
does
the
not
bark? It does now.
It doesn't come out that high pitch though. It's so deep and rumbling. It's just you feel it just like rattle your being. And the other two dwarven start to try to run. Laura, do you want to try to attack one of them?
Are they running at me specifically or running at the others?
They're running away.
Yeah, I'll chase them.
All right, roll to hit.
Or a 50.
That hits. So another one of these dwarvens, your tail comes lashing forward. You now see that there's this large spike, and it just slams right through this dwarven as they scream, trying to pull at it, and you fling them back, hitting them against the wall. And you're really hungry now, looking down at this slain dwarven priest.
I'm gonna munch.
You start eating them. Hooray! No longer are we kept prisoner by the weak walls of skin and muscle that come from your world. We've grown.
I'm just gonna ignore Bradley and keep going.
So what do you three want to do?
Glyph sees Alora just chowing down on this dwarven and just it's kind of taken aback and says, "We were gone for 15 minutes."
I suppose once Glyph and TK kind of come into view, he's sort of following up behind Alora. He looks over at them and he says, "Can you believe it? With these upgrades, Resmir won't even stand a chance."
Kate holds up the detonator. Her thumb is still on the button. We got a bomb.
Well, yeah, that works too.
So, all right, why is Alora a monster? Is that something they could always do? It better not be the tumor. I swear, if it's the fucking tumor, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. And I have a bomb right now, so that'd be a very bad idea.
It's definitely not the tumor. I don't even know if Alora has a tumor.
I'm gonna turn to talk, but it's just like chattering.
You can talk. It comes out very like raspy and like hissing.
Yeah.
But you can
okay.
speak
You
to
sound
them.
like TK.
Think of it like almost like a snake talking, like a person.
Okay.
You don't have to make the sounds if you don't want to.
I was trying to figure it out just because like I don't know if I can do it with a straight face is the problem.
That's fair.
Because I know TK is about to rip me a new one.
Alora, you feel as you're eating this dwarven, you feel that you're acquiring something from this. And you feel these tentacles grow out of your back. Just two of them. They're fairly large. You feel stronger, better.
TK, I'm fine. I'll just go back over to the.
That looks concerning.
It doesn't hurt.
TK, there are so many warnings coming up on those goggles.
Oh, Glyph, look. What does it say?
I take the goggles.
There's a lot of information you don't recognize, some of the terms that are coming through, but you're gathering that it's talking about far realm corruption, and you're seeing that it's like you're standing in front of a far beast, and you see that some of the things like point towards the dwarvens, and it's talking about moon beasts.
Eldritch corruption levels rising. Alora is now a far beast, or at least partially. There are a lot of numbers that are rising currently.
That's bad. Alora, quit eating guys.
Look at what's in your mouth? What do you have?
Drop it.
Spit it out
Drop it.
now.
Stop it.
Let's see how they all do. I'm gonna roll.
We gotta get the fuck out of here right fucking now.
Oh, wow. These Dwarvens are leaping triumphantly over the ledge with a natural 20. They are making short work of this jump as their hind legs are like that of a raptor as they just leap into the air, landing down at the lower area where you all were, where the crane lowers down towards. The fungal bridge is just in tatters. There's no way that it would hold any of their weight, and they, for once, seem to be self-aware of something. So they all just start jumping down there.
Okay. If the eyeball did not alert others, the Dwarvens definitely will.
They're all screaming in like unison.
Doesn't matter. We have a bomb and apparently some sort of dragon beast now.
I just
Where's
start wagging
Weary?
my tail.
You hear Weary just yelling, go ahead. I will be done this shortly. Looks like you have your hands full anyways.
All right, we're going to blow this place up and kill everyone, okay?
Okay, let me know when.
Fury, keep the camera. Shoot, what was it? Keep the iPad on.
The tablet?
Keep the tablet on.
Okay.
E-pad.
Yeah. Okay, now Weary can keep an eye on what we're doing. Okay. We'll make some sort of hand gesture before we blow everything up.
All right, let's rock and roll.
This-
We're gonna make a lot of noise and scream about our bomb.
All right, so are you just going back the way you came?
Yeah, TK's following the door, and she's holding up the bomb.
There was another exit. There was another way we didn't go. I think.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
The way that you came from just now, when you were down there, it is completely sealed up.
Okay, we can't go that way. We have to go this way.
So you can go either the way the Dwarvens went, or you can go south. It's really up to you.
Feel it.
You just like
Dwarvens-
ranged kill the Dwarvens as we've chased them.
Wait. Alert killed the one with the hat, right?
Yeah.
Is the hat there?
Yeah.
TK puts on the hat.
Classic. It's one of those like Pope hats, like the
Yep.
I don't know what the hell
Yep.
the name of it is.
No.
Just like a mitre or something. I don't know.
Called a miter.
The bomb priest to any Dwarvens they have to pass.
So the priest of Varkashka goes marching out with a bomb.
All right, which way are we going? South or east? Call it.
The Dwarvens are getting further away.
5, 4, 3.
South.
2. South. We're going south.
Yes.
All right. South it is.
That way, if we go this way, we won't have a ledge at our back if we have to come back.
The dungeon.
There'll be an exit.
Okay, so you are going south. You want to go ahead and start moving your minis down there.
Alora's icon's so big now.
It is. So you enter this area. The sounds of croaking and ribbiting can be heard reverberating all over this cave. A large body of water is here and has giant frogs splashing about in it. The walkway extends along the wall to another entrance, and some of the land goes straight into the water. A few giant frogs just patiently sit on rocks staring towards you. Slightly glowing runes can be seen burned into the sides of their heads.
I think it's just good. Hell, can I just throw them into the river as she's running?
The frogs?
Yeah.
So you're gonna like
Get
engage
out of my
them?
way.
Okay. I guess we'll do initiative then.
Oh, okay.
It's not like attacking them. She's just pushing them.
I know. This was a non-battle that you made a battle.
We're not battling. We're running past. We've
Also,
got a bomb.
technically, TK's doing a surprise round, so TK should go first and get to knock them.
TK will get to knock one of them for sure. All right, let's go through the list. So, TK, what'd you get?
Or which part?
Initiative.
Which channel? Oh, initiative. That would be a dirty 20.
Alora.
8.
8. Kratok.
21.
Glyph.
Got a natural 20 for a 24, and I'm gonna delay till after TK.
And then the monsters. 17. All right. So, TK, you're throwing a frog. Go ahead and roll that for me. It'll be a contested strength.
So it's based on my magic shit. That would be a 25.
All right. So we'll have you fling this frog off into the water. And you start, when you do that, more of the frogs' heads start poking out of the water. And there's a lot of them. As these very large frogs, around the size of a horse, start all looking towards you.
DK's still running.
Yeah, so you all would be into this room by now. This is happening. Move Laura on in. All right. We go to starting with Glyph. So Glyph, you see frogs are starting to pop out of the water and starting to look at you. TK takes one and just flings it.
So I want to reach into my bag and would I have like spider horse food? Spider horse
You have
treats?
like apples and stuff, yeah.
I feel like I would because I love muffin. Muffin is the best spider horse. I want to take my treats and I want to throw them like really far, basically to get the frogs away from us.
Okay. Roll me a ranged attack.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
You hurl this bag into the water away from you, and it just makes a splash. A few of the frogs look towards the bag itself, and you can go ahead and move your character.
But we're all running.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're too big, Laura.
You can
I'll be
move
like
past
here.
your companions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura should not be in the water. All right. So, do you have any other actions that you were gonna do, or you good?
I'm actually gonna cunning action and move further.
Sure.
30.
Then we go to Kratok.
How high is the ceiling in here?
Fairly high. I'd say it goes like about 50 feet high.
Doc is gonna just take off and he's just gonna fly in that same direction. So he's gonna be somewhere around Glyph.
So you just lift into the air. A few of the frogs look at you and they're following you with their eyes. You see like they're all starting to swim towards where all of you were. And is there anything else you'd like to do, Kratok?
No, he's just using all his movement to get there.
TK.
Yeah, no, TK's just gonna keep on running.
Okay. So you are just bolting. Now it's the frog's turn. They are gonna move. Dun, 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 dun.
Fine. Nobody can blame TK for this.
Well, I think they all could.
Well, no, none of the characters can tell if these things are going to attack us or not. All I know is that they were in the way. We've been attacked by frogs before, too, so...
This is true. The followers of Kroken were not kind.
So yeah, feel free to blame me, but you can't blame PK.
All right, so the
Okay,
frogs
sometimes
all
not great.
move, splitting into two groups. A group of them going north towards Allura, and another group of them going off to eastward. Fairly certain I know my cardinal directions. Am I right? Okay, sweet. So they're going east. All right, and we go from that to Allura. So Allura, some snacks are swimming your way, and you see your companions have run off.
I'm gonna go after the snacks.
No!
Hell yeah, you are.
I'm hungry.
Dive on in.
Hungry.
How does movement work for this?
So you could 100% move up to the group of frogs. That is not a problem.
Okay.
Your base speed will be
Yeah.
40 at the moment.
Wow.
Okay.
We need that HP.
I'm fine.
Laura's going to recover from eating frogs.
It works
Frog
out.
legs.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm panting very heavily, and I'm not sure how this would work magically, but I'm gonna do poison spray, just like bad lizard breath.
Okay. So what kind of save do they have to make?
I believe it said con DC 12.
They failed. Does
Oh,
that
yeah, they
affect a
did.
group or just one of them?
It's just one of them.
Okay.
So we can say it's the bottom one,
Sure.
this guy.
Or, okay.
So I'll. There it is. For 11 plus
So your strength is temporarily an 18.
13. So 13 poison damage for the froggy.
Okay, so you just breathe out this poison. The frog is looking rough as it reels back. Its skin is burning. One of its eyes is completely shut as it's now trying to swim away from you. It's looking rough. And we go from Allura back to Glyph. So Glyph, you heard that dunk.
I turn around. Allura, please join us quickly. And I will keep going. 25, 30. Oh, there's a whole bunch of frogs over here. Oh no. 30. Oh no, this room is weird. Okay.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps going. What do I have? I
It went the other way.
what?
So we should have went the other way.
Maybe, but then we wouldn't be in the frog room, so it's fine.
You could.
I stash my daggers as I'm running, and I pull out my bow, and I want to like scare them. Like I'm shooting towards them, but I just kind of want to scatter them.
How are you gonna shoot that?
Like into the water, in a way that it makes a splash.
You have one.
Oh, I don't have 2 arms. Oh, I can't. Oh. Glyph
Just
pulls out their
whip
bow
You throw
with
the bow
this
for
plan.
the second time.
and is like, oh wait. Can't. Oh. I'm standing there with my bow out.
You need spare arms.
And it's just like does not compute.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
little
wait.
error.
Error. Oh yeah. Whoop. Okay. So great. I'm standing in front of frogs now. Oh no. That's what I do.
All right, so you run, you pull out a bow, you go to face them, you move your shoulder as if your other arm was there and look over, and then like a little arrow pops up on your HUD just a little deflated as these frogs are ribbiting towards you. Kritok, you are sailing in the sky.
Movement.
Oh no, I used both my I used my double move to get over here.
Really? That's only
Yeah,
like 30
yeah?
feet.
60?
No, you
5,
move like
10,
30
15,
feet.
20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I can be like here. Can't triple move.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, I was a little bit further than you. Never mind.
I'm just gonna continue just sailing on by and use both his move and regular action to just fly.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4.
Remember, you could probably cut diagonal if you wanted. You could sail over the
Yeah.
water.
It works out the same,
Okay.
pretty much. So 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
So
Is a move
Kritok,
speed of 40 while flying.
Kritok just sails past you, Cliff. These wings shimmering with a bit of the light and the light bulbs hanging from the tendons. As the ceiling gets a lot lower, so you're starting to kind of like swoop down, and you're gonna have to land pretty soon once you get to like the base of these stairs. But right now you're still in the air, and we go to TK.
Really need to get me an AoE attack.
You got a bomb. Use it.
I am
Use
the bomb
it.
right now. No, I'm not gonna use. I can't waste the bomb on a bunch of frogs.
You don't know how big the detonation will be. Maybe you'll get everyone.
I'm saving the bomb. TK hopes that there's some sapience. She's gonna run forward and screaming while pointing at her hat. I've got a bomb. I'm the bomb pope.
Oh,
And
you do
run
have
right
that
past
hat.
them.
Uh, Persuasion or intimidation?
Religious are these frogs?
Sounds somewhat. Well, I guess it's kind of like religion. It's fear.
You just
Same
get a
thing.
magic hat.
Oh no! I'm gonna use an inspiration
Do it.
because I just rolled a 2 and I have a -1 on my charisma because I'm a weird little freak. For some reason, my intimidation's actually really bad. That's nat 20, baby.
Whoa! Woo.
You scream, and these group of frogs just like balk at it. They all look towards your hat when you point at the hat, and their eyes all widen up as they start to like slowly start to back away from you. It goes to their go. So these frogs just decide that it's not worth it after seeing the hat, and they take to the water. And they're still watching you as you're going. But the other frogs, meanwhile, are now in a fight for their lives as an apex predator has dove into the water and is trying to consume them. So let's roll some frog attacks. Alora, what is your AC?
16.
16?
Unless it like went up when I turned into the lizard queen.
No, we'll say it just kind of like absorbed your armor, and then your armor will be kind of the same. Okay, so you got 3 bites on you.
Ow. Stop. No.
Kind of.
Bad frog.
All right, you take 12 points of damage as these frogs are all clamping down, biting at you. Your blood is starting to pool into the water, and you're starting to get angry as you're
Kidding.
looking
Ow.
down.
Bad frogs. Hiss.
And it is your go. So the one frog is almost dead in front of you.
Can I like use my tail to sweep?
You could do it to kind of like push them away.
Like, yeah,
It won't necessarily hurt them.
that's fine.
Okay.
Kind of like reaction-y, like,
So just make me a strength. So your proficiency and your strength modifier, which is now a +4.
I got 22.
So your tail whips and it creates this like small wave as the frogs themselves are carried by it. The very injured one is grateful to be carried by it and just lets itself sort of float on back a little bit as they're now away from your attacks. And so you are free to move without an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, I'll fall back a little bit.
You can move 40 feet for your movement.
So it puts me. Yeah, I'll work my way up over to like the edge of the cliff again, just to like try and catch up. Cause fuck this, it ain't worth it.
So the frogs will leave you alone as they're kind of slinking back in the water, realizing that this is too much trouble for what it's worth. But they all still watch you as all of you just kind of make it back. And Delora, you regroup with your companions as you all go into this room here, room 5. I will just bring the music back. Oh my god.
Oh, there's cool stuff in here.
I'm
I
trying
don't know
to.
if it's cool. There's definitely stuff in here.
I hate laptop touchpads.
It looks like pits of insects.
Screw it. So you all step into this room. Well, I guess the 2 connecting rooms. And that is 5 and 4. So the room's walls and floors look blistered and in pain. Numerous centipedes swarm around the area. You see a couple of dead dwarven that are being covered by these centipedes as they're ripping them apart and taking the meat. A torch is off to the side, having fallen on the ground, and centipedes seem to have made a large circle around it, trying to avoid it. And so the whole next room ahead of you is just covered in centipedes. And they're fairly large. Like each centipede's probably about the size of a dog.
Resmu's pets.
I have a solution. TK is gonna just keep on sprinting and flashbulb as she enters that room.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
okay. Yeah, you can do that as a goblin.
Yep. So yeah, TK just bursts in a sudden flash of bright pink light that would just sear her skeleton into everyone's eyes.
And it is bright. It's just like it catches you off guard as you've gotten used to like the dim yellow glow from the lights that hang above. And the centipedes start moving away from TK.
Nice.
Move it.
This is a pretty bright idea.
And you look into the next room that Glyph recognizes.
Yeah.
A gray pudding covers the ground as it just moves and bubbles here and there. 2 dwarven splash along happily, still in there. There are moons that are painted on the ceilings, and you see that there are bits of like half-eaten scarf, and there is like a little bit of blood splattered here and there.
Yeah, I hit that doorway and I stop, and I stop everyone behind me, and I'm just like, no, stop.
Okay, Glyph. We don't have time.
This thing, it ate all of the flesh off of me, TK. You can't go through this.
TK just jumps onto Glyph and climbs up the high. Go!
Okay, that might work.
All right, yeah.
Doc can fly and Allure is a monster.
Wow.
Gosh, so yeah, I guess we go back through this same horrible room.
Yeah, you can wade through it no problem, Glyph. you're carrying TK, it does kind of like tug and pull at you to like see what you are. And you see like bits of Resmir like floating as it's still partially digesting it. And you're moving across it. And you're like, no. You're really trying to hold TK up as there's little tendrils of this gray ooze reaching for TK.
If this starts getting anywhere near me, TK's just brain pushing it back down.
And you make it to the other side with TK, no problem. And Kritak and Alora,
climb on the ceiling.
I'm gonna fly across.
Yeah, Kritak, you sail. Alora, yeah, all the ceiling, like the walls, everything, they're made out of like muscle and skin and all that. So you could try to climb your way across. You have 2 new tentacles as well to help.
How big are the centipedes again?
The size of a
Those
dog.
Dogs.
You can eat
What
them.
breed?
That's a good point. It's the size of like a medium dog.
Yeah, I'll climb.
All right.
Thought about it,
Can I
though.
just walk past them?
Yeah, you look at the centipedes. They do look good. They look really good. As your lizard brain is like, eat them, eat all the centipedes. Like you're trying to push past, and your stomach is just growling. But you start to sink your claws, and your feet, they grow like these hooked claws as you're starting to climb up the wall. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
$23.
It is the most terrible rock climbing experience that anyone's ever had the pleasure to partake in. You are moving along. Every time your claws sink in, the blood drips down, and you feel the walls are shivering. And as you're starting to, like, you're making it about halfway, the walls are now starting to close in. The 3 of you have made it across to the other side, and Alora is like now quickly hurrying along this just large reptilian form. It's just like glaring at one of the dwarvens as you, Laura, you make it to the other side, and the room is now starting to close, which is unfortunately pushing the Great Ooze towards all of you.
No.
Move.
Yeah.
Go. We're now going in a circle.
You've once more made it back to the stairs.
This is the whole place closing down right now. Did Weary get crushed?
We go back to Weary, who's just tinkering away, looking at things. No, there. And just, going back, working away. Looking at a tablet. Oh, that's interesting. And then going back to working on things.
Those are big centipedes.
Huh, I think I've seen centipedes that large one time. Just like working on things.
Okay, so that way's closing off. Yeah, there's only way is to keep going. Wait, is that the staircase that we
That's
came
the
down?
staircase you came down, yeah.
Boom. There we
It's
go.
the very long circle that we just went in.
Yeah, we didn't really get anywhere with that.
I chose poorly. I apologize.
Fine, we gotta just keep moving. TK's still holding up the bomb.
Are you still riding on my shoulders?
I think she hopped down.
Okay.
Can I, sniff to see if there's, other food?
Yeah, definitely.
You are surrounded by meat.
Roll
They slide
a
out of the walls.
roll
Yeah.
a survival.
Sniff out some truffles.
Lick the walls.
Nat 20 for 24.
You smell food upstairs. You smell more of those delicious centipedes. There are people, there are more moonbeasts, there are other larger creatures. You smell them and they smell good. There's also just regular food that people are eating.
I'm gonna just kind of accidentally have a drop of drool, smack TK on the head.
It's like a monster movie. Is like
Yeah,
just slowly the
yeah,
roof's
exactly.
coming
And
down.
it's just
Honestly, TK is all damp from everything else down here.
You are all once more standing in stomach acid. It is like, you know.
TK. Food.
Laura, I know what it feels like to want to eat everyone. You gotta keep it together.
No, food.
We
up.
have to blow up Resmir,
Food
and then you
up.
can eat Resmir.
Food up.
I know, we're going up. TK's going up the stairs.
All
I
right.
warn you, you dumb bitch.
If food is up, that may mean there are more dwarvens, and there she goes. She's going up the stairs.
Just full like pointer hound too, where it's just like.
All right.
Oh.
Let's
Okay.
move everyone. Weary isn't there at the moment.
Mary is in the water.
Weary's fine. Weary's okay.
Weary's just, you know, having a good time. Oh, we got another inspiration from Would Like to Rage.
Yay! Thank you.
So we'll boost that back up. Another
Oh yeah, that's when I put in
disadvantage.
chat.
So
So.
you all make it to this top area, and Alora, you look down, like through one room. It looks like a junk room. You see more of those centipedes. These ones are smaller. These ones are probably, 2 feet long or so, as they're just kind of squiggling around. And you all do hear people. It sounds like evacuating out of a room.
Something's happening.
TK's still rushing forward. She's got a
TK,
bomb, and she's got the hat. We can win this.
I'm gonna grab you by the back of your coveralls. TK, discretion going forward might be helpful.
They already know that we're here. There's only one direction in and out of that place. We're going through a fucking wall, so we have to hit them before they can fortify.
Hey Lucas, we can see what you're doing over there, buddy. What you got?
What you doing,
got-
Lucas?
I got
you
some
doing?
enemies.
What
Oh,
you got there,
boy.
buddy?
Here you go.
Guys, we're all doomed.
The door
We
is
only have one
open.
bomb.
And you do see there are these large undead lizards. Dwarvens are piling in, screaming, swinging around weapons, some hitting each other already. And there are some humans in the back going, what the fuck? they're looking over like, what is going on? And then Apex Predator Alora starts stepping around, and TK, you have the miter hat on and a little device that you're holding up.
I am the bomb priest.
Grrr.
I have a bomb, and I'm the priest.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation.
Are you actually holding on to the bomb?
She's got the bomb strapped to her chest, and she's got the detonator in her hand.
Okay.
That's 13.
So they're not rushing in, but they are all staring at you.
I want to aid on that or try to intimidate myself, and I'm going to crank up the volume on my voice. If you value your miserable lives, you will run.
All right. You go ahead and roll as well.
Might work.
I growl.
Oh dang. 18 plus 7.
25.
Oh,
25.
wow, I did not realize that Glyph was so intimidating.
This is scary.
Glyph has no face. I'd be scared too.
Yeah, I pull my scarf down so they see my absolute absence of face, and I crank up the volume and I say what I say.
So the humans for sure back up.
TK.
Yeah.
They're like, as they all take a few steps back, and the rest of the creatures are all staring at you, and you can feel the ground, the ceiling, everything is starting to shudder. Blood is dripping through cracks in the ceiling as it's starting to drip down.
PK's gonna start stepping forward. She's holding the detonator in clear view. Just very slowly and seeing how they react.
The creatures don't seem to be moving.
Oh, there's a whole lot in there that I can't see past the shadow.
They're all.
I don't want to quite step on them.
So you are like walking up and you're expecting them to sort of move, and the undead lizards don't seem to be doing much as they're just kind of like looking between all of you. The dwarvens look confused as they're looking amongst each other, looking at all of you, and then a roar reverberates coming from the sky as the rain picks up.
Pull up your beasts. Clear a hole. Now!
What beast? One of the dwarvens looking.
Fucking lizards, you dipshit.
What is this growl?
Alright, so they all start backing up a bit.
As they back up, TK is moving forward.
Can I? I'm not sure how to do this as a giant weird lizard, but can I like do I recognize the presence of the rumbly grumblies?
Make a survival.
Okay. For a 21, 17 plus 4, yeah, 21.
There's a part of you that is a lot more connected to the primal side of things, and it's telling you there is a very big predator above you. It's bigger than you, so that means whatever food's here is that predator's food, and you got to get the hell out of here.
I'm just gonna run. Must go. Trouble. We gotta go.
Fucking trying to go.
I lean down to TK real quick. Because of the hat, the dwarfins may see you as some kind of authority figure. You may be able to control them.
Just walk.
All of you, clear out of the fucking way right fucking now.
And they're all moving backwards, oddly calmly.
Where the hell is Rasmir?
None of them answer you. They just stare. It is a room filled with creatures that want to kill you, and they're all just calmly looking at you. And one of the dwarvens opens the door to the courtyard. You see the rain is heavily coming down, the blood is splattering down.
We should make our way past them.
Leave bomb.
Not leaving the fucking bomb.
Leave bomb. We can run away, and you can detonate it when we're not
saving
near
it for the bad shit.
Oh wait, I don't know if that's the way we wanted to go on the map.
So the door that's been opened is here, and it's leading out into the courtyard. The rain is coming down heavily.
TK is gonna stand holding the bomb until everybody passes. So when somebody getting grabbed.
Yeah, you watch all your companions make it past you. Each of you step out into the rain. It hits you. It's warm. It's sticky. There's blood like getting in your mouth. You can taste the iron. You're looking around. Everything is red. Everything is coated. And above you are 3 glaring suns in a storm.
Right. Keep moving.
Yeah, we knew where Resmir was from the roof, so we should be able to get there.
Yeah. You know that Resmir is up on the 3rd floor. And the area that it was above the chapel that you had stepped into. So you would have to go back into the chapel.
Okay. Oh, no. We will have to go back through the chapel, Kratok, Alora, to get to the 3rd floor, to get to Resmir.
That's all right with the outside conditions right now. I doubt my stress and trauma could go much higher anyways.
This has been, I believe we would call a mess of an event.
So you know the chapel is to the southern part of the courtyard. You're walking through, and a lot of the doors to the areas are open. And it's just people staring at you. Dwarvins, ghast, humans, elves, all sorts of people are watching you. You are making it through the midway point in the courtyard when you all feel just an unbearable pressure, as if gravity is tenfold in this area. And you struggle, but look up, and the suns are closer. The heat is increasing. The rain is sizzling as it's falling now, hitting, burning, scalding. And you start to feel the pressure ease a little bit, not much, but enough so that you can start moving your legs again.
There, push forward.
Yeah, we just gotta keep going. Is it which?
So it was this door here. Sorry.
Okay.
You drag your bodies across the courtyard. You struggle, but get the door open to the chapel. And you close the door behind you. You can hear the rain hitting down onto the ground, sizzling. So almost, it's like starting to boil outside. It's cooler in here. You don't feel the pressure as much. It's a little bit there, but nowhere near what it was outside. There's something big out there, and it's just coming closer. But you're here now, and you see that there is a doorway that's open. A set of stairs are leading up. There's another, looks like a supply closet, but in this room itself, there is a large carving on one side of the walls. TK, you never saw this. It is these tentacles that are moving in all sorts of directions. From the tentacles, faces look almost like they're moving forward, trying to press out of it. In the center of the tentacled mass is 3 black pyramids, and in the center of those, you see there is the 5-part mask, the symbol of the cult of true chaos. You see its mouth is slightly open in the mask, and there's blood pouring out of each of the faces, coming from the tentacles.
I can't wait until we blow this fucking place up. Just keep moving. Real quick though, at a glance, is there anything in the supply closet?
Yeah, it looks like there's quite a bit. You would have to take a minute to look through it.
Yeah, let's do something helpful.
Sure. I need
If
investigation.
Glyph wants to stop, we'll stop.
We are covered in blood. Here, I'm good at investigating, sort of. I got a 16. I can scan it real quick.
So you quickly go in there, you're looking through supplies. A lot of it, there's like candles in there, there's like cloth that they seem to use to like drape over some of the seating. You are finding there's some medical supplies in there. It looks like antiseptic, there's some painkillers, that kind of stuff in there. You do find that there are 2 potions. They look like they are potions of greater healing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just stuff flying out of the closet. And then I turn around and I've got like a first aid kit and 2 potions.
When you step out of there, Kratok, Alora, and TK, all of you give me perceptions. As you're just kind of looking around the room while you're waiting on Glyph.
That's that one.
That
He's
one,
yelling
18.
at Glyph.
TK keeps getting blood running down into her eyes. She's just like, yeah.
Got 12.
Kratok, there's a glint that catches your eye, sticking out of the mouth of the 5-part mask. You can see it looks like a handle of a weapon.
Hey, do you see the thing in the mouth there? And Kratok points over at it. Anyone?
What?
Do we see it now that he's pointing it out?
Yeah.
TK is going to carefully grab it with her brain.
You pull this dagger out as it lifts, and it's dripping this like greenish liquid as it falls down, hitting down to the ground. And this like little scabbard that was with it just also falls and hits the ground. This is what the dagger looks like if you look. I'll try to copy the image. Let's see here. I will post it in the Discord chat, but it is also on the Twitch stream if you want to take a look.
Ooh. Interesting.
So you see this dagger, and it is beautifully made. There's this venom that seems to drip off of it. It is a +1 dagger, and gives +1 on attack and damage. And you can use an action to cause a thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains on for 1 minute, or until an attack hits a creature with this weapon. A creature has to make a 15 Constitution saving throw, or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. And this dagger can't be used the same way, like with that poison, until the next day.
TK's gonna pick that up and toss it over to Glyph.
My hands are full of potions and first aid kits, and I can't catch it.
Bounces off of Glyph's chest.
It's like a jug of ocean spray.
Thank you. Who would do well with these potions?
I'm probably gonna get the shit kicked out of me. I always get the shit kicked out of me. Laura's a monster.
I did more giving away potions than using them myself before.
In that case,
Just 1 second. Keep talking.
oh, give one to Kratok.
Well,
Okay.
I was actually thinking the opposite. Glyph should keep them because I'd end up not needing them a lot of the time.
You end up saving lives all the time.
We do appreciate your hard work, Kratok. Cool. That means we have greater potions, which are 44 plus 8.
So So how are we distributing them?
You have one, I have one.
Okay.
Feels like we're walking into a boss fight.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And we left Weary behind.
We left Weary.
We don't even know where the fucking portal goes to right
We
now.
left Weary in the basement.
So it's 4d4 plus 8.
That's a greater, yeah, it's greater healing.
We would be like, I got it. Turn around.
Everybody? No, we're like updating Weary on the iPad. We're like, look, potions, look, a knife. We're like, Glyph's purposefully like, yeah, Glyph's like purposely trying to show them where we are so that they can.
He points at her hat.
Yeah.
You have no idea if any of this is getting to Weary.
No.
Weary's still alive. Weary's in trouble. And so you're all just like, I mean, you're concerned about what's going on in the immediate. So you do find these 2 potions, you find this dagger, and you do see there is a doorway that's leading out.
Yeah. Now I'm back to 3 magic daggers.
Yep. All right, let's go up.
All right.
Up from here.
You enter into this room. You see there are 4 guards that are wearing that full plate armor. Their helmets are off. They're all just staring at you, the skin missing from their faces. And they don't move to attack you. They just watch. Their weapons are still sheathed.
He points at the bomb.
They look at it, and they just look at you.
All right. Assuming
Can I-
these stairs go up?
Perception? Is there something going on? Have we changed? Like, I know we ran through the Hellblood.
Mm-hmm.
We're the monsters now.
Yeah, I got a 15.
I mean, other than the obvious, you don't see any other additional changes within the party. When you're looking at the other people who've just been watching you, it's such an eerie calm. They don't seem bothered. They don't seem worried. They're just watching you.
Hey, TK, can we test a theory real quick? Just come over here. And Kratok kind of sidles over so they can, like, look at the guards.
DK sidles over.
How close do
Kratok.
you,
Oh. What are you going to say?
how close do you get to the guards?
We'll be, like, way at the end here. Just enough so we
Okay.
can just see them. Just line of sight, yeah. And Kratok, like, reaches over to TK's head and, like, just barely pulls the hat off of TK. And looks at the guards.
Nothing seems to happen.
Well, it's not the hat. And he just puts it back down on TK's
I
head.
think the hat only works on like the dwarves, the lower level dudes.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure this out. It's really weird right now.
Yeah, no, we're definitely expected.
Glyph,
They're funneling us at this point.
are you with the party, or is your character actually
Oh.
back at the door?
Oh, no. I
Okay, I
was
just
with
wanna make sure.
everybody. Yeah.
When you look behind you, all those people that watched you go by are now at the door, just standing in the rain. You can see, like, it's sizzling, it's hitting them, and they're just following along.
Getting funneled. Get ready. When this happens, it's going to happen fast. It's going to come at us hard. That's why we got the bomb.
Resmir dies today.
Do you go up the stairs?
Yeah.
All right. To the second floor we go.
So creepy.
Let's see, we got TK here. And then I gotta find everyone else. Oh, there those three are.
Oh, yeah.
2 TKs. All right.
Yep. Second
So
B
we all
walks
hear
out of
this.
the door next to us. Like, yes, high five.
You enter into this room. It appears to be a storage room of some sort. Crates and chests are stacked up neatly in here. Ropes are tied securely around each of them and keeping them closed. The floor itself has a lot of evidence of scraping marks from these crates, but there's no sign of claw marks. And you see the stairs that led you up. They keep going up. It's kind of like, like you come up one set of stairs and loops around and keeps going. There is a doorway at the end of this room, and you do see there's a person who they're looking up from a book and they're staring at you.
Just stare back for a few seconds.
Oh no.
Person? Like a human?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're wearing
We've seen a
gray
couple of
robes.
them.
Yeah.
Man,
Whatever you said was like cut off.
Oh yeah, my internet's chugging.
you guys gotta start walking forward.
Do you go up the stairs or into the room?
Oh, I thought these were the stairs down.
It's like it loops back around and the stairs keep going up.
Want to see if we can steal more shit from these assholes before we blow up
Seems
the
like no one's
tower?
going to stop us.
Yeah, TK's gonna walk forward and just be like, I have a bomb.
You enter into this room. There's a lot of people. The room's walls are lined with bookshelves. There are myriads of books here ranging from astronomy to physics to the occult. The books here, some are very new, some look ancient, as your eyes just go along the spines from one title to the next. The room itself is quite nice, dry, cool even, and there are small stools here and there to help you reach the higher shelves.
Gary would shit themselves in here.
They're all staring at you, all these people.
I angle so that Weary can see the library they're not in. And then I'll pick 3 random books in 3 different languages.
Okay. And you look down the stairs and all those people are there. They're at the
Do
base
I
of the
see
stairs.
any in Druidic?
Yeah. You'll see. There's definitely at least one that you find.
Can I get it?
Yeah. It looks very old. You reach forward delicately with your clawed hand and place it into, your backpack that's still intact.
Your little backpack.
Yeah. It looks like now like those people who wander around with like those little kid backpacks. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Okay. I don't know why that's so cute.
Do I? Is there anything on like the history of?
We go
Realistically,
book
I
shopping right now.
can. Don't give me
no,
that.
no. Like,
But like
I
the history of like godlings or the gods themselves, like specific ones.
There doesn't seem to be anything related to those topics.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
Then
grabbed
I'll move
3
on.
random books, so we can figure out what those are when we get out of here. I guess there's nowhere to go but continue up.
Before we go up those stairs, TK is gonna hand the detonator to Kurtak and say, "Green button to arm, red button to detonate." And she takes off the bomb and she's just holding the straps of the pack in her hand. And she's getting prepared to just huck it.
Am I supposed to be the one that yells, I have a bomb now?
Oh, I'll keep yelling, I have a bomb.
Okay, thanks, TK.
But do it when we walk through the door. I might just like just like immediately throw it at her. So just be prepared to take cover and hit those buttons.
Right.
She does love to hear herself talk. We may be able to. She may expect a speech. From
You know,
herself.
if I know bad guys, she'll probably be facing away from the door when we walk in. So we might just be able to bean her right in the back. Although she might do a cool thing where she like catches it without looking. That doesn't matter though, because it's a bomb.
Prataka's going to kind of memorize like where the buttons are on the detonator and carry it in like a very concealed way with like his hand over it and like in his jacket pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Very
you do have
casual
the-
looking though.
And TK, you have the dark blade.
Yep, she unsheathes it a little and winks.
Okay. And up the stairs you march. Let's bring you up there. You march up the next set of stairs. You can hear the stairs creaking behind you as you hear what must sound like about 40 people, at least, are marching behind slowly. The furnishings of this chamber itself are lavish. It appears that most of the furniture must have been imported from a number of different kingdoms. The writing desk and chair clearly have the markings of the Foundry of Steel with their sturdy design and use of both wood and metal. A few tables here and there made of beautiful marble have clear signs of the work of the crystal halls. In the flanking staircase there are 2 or 3 onyx carvings of what appears to be the monster that Rezmir transforms into. It has 3 legs ending in points, much like a crab. Its long tentacle head is reared back, revealing a mouth with sharp teeth. Small tendrils reach out from it, and 2 long arms end in sharp claws. You see there is 2 rooms. The one room you look off to your left. This chamber, it's fitted with upholstered chairs, padded benches, 2 carpet-draped tables. There are a number of holes as if somebody had shot numerous projectiles into here. A lot of the bookshelves, the couches, everything just have holes in them.
Hey, just if I hit this place hard. Real quick, at a glance, do these look fresh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, TK like runs her finger around one. And it's like, these are recent.
They're burn marks too. They're not just like someone shot. It's definitely been seared the whole way through.
There a battle?
They get pretty nasty one too. Is there any like sense of like blood or
No?
like
Do we
they missed
have
whatever
any-
they were hitting?
Do we have any of those like yesterglass things or anything?
We have
T-
one left.
Yeah, TK has one.
Oh, might be an interesting time to use it. I don't know.
Well, should you do that, and if you don't, either way, can I just like sniff around?
Yeah.
Laura's steadily
Roll me
sniffing around.
another survival.
23.
You're sniffing around. The smell of Rezmir is everywhere in here. But there's also a few other unique smells. There's one that smells like a very high quality perfume. There's another that smells of steel and sweat. And you're sniffing around this area. You do find there's like some food that's dotted here and there that you make short work of as you're just kind of like turning things over, kind of like lifting cushions off of couches, that kind of stuff. You do smell the smell off of the holes that were made, just like the material itself has been burned. And the whole area, though, there's definitely a lot of foot traffic from Rezmir, just like back and forth between all these rooms.
Do I recognize the perfume?
No, because the Lord doesn't have an acute sense of smell like the Predator does.
That's fair. Okay.
We ready?
I'll relay that information while I'm like picking out some of the meat with my claw. Just yeah, so and then
Human steel. This was Operation Bywood. No. No.
Are you saying there could be bywoods here?
Anything could happen here, it seems. I have no idea. It just seems there was a battle. The Bywoods do like their perfumes.
They
Oh,
are
that's
here. We'll kill them too. Talk. Get ready. And TK's got to just kick open this door right here. With the bomb ready to throw.
You kick open the door. In this room, you see a lavish bedroom, large bed, 2 wardrobes, standing mirror, suits of armor lying different places of the wall. Standing there, waiting for you, hands patiently at their sides, is Resmir. She looks towards you, her skin gaunt, her eyes tired. A mask is just hanging from 2 fingers. She glances at the bag that you have. It's all bullet time while you're doing this. You're kicking open the door while the bag is coming forward. She's looking at you. There's just no reaction.
Talk presses the arm button.
There's no gusto. There's no villain monologue waiting for you as your hand comes forward and you hurl the bag in. The button clicks. Kratok arms the bomb. We see it sailing forward. Resmir looking at it, a tired expression. And Kratok, do you press it?
TK's diving out, like
Yeah, TK's
Throw it,
diving out of
jumping
the
out.
way.
Yeah, just as it's about to like hit or land near Resmir, he presses the detonate button.
You press the button. The explosion is deafening. A wave rips through the area. Camera pans out. We watch as this mushroom cloud starts to go up. Pieces of the facility are flying everywhere, here and there. A detonation so grand, a castle wouldn't have stood it. We see a spear of an elder tree flying. We see scarves burning in the wind. An instrument hits into the sand. And we see a mechanical mushroom arm smack against the side of a piece of discarded steel. And that's what we'll call it.
nuked ourselves for a second time.
I warned you. In the messages, they said the bomb could blow up the entire facility.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. They said they were going to use it to blow this place to hell.
I watched the episode, but my context on the bomb is pretty low, so I'm just
PK
fucking
was a
going with all
werewolf.
this.
So the bomb itself was very, very destructive. We will come back to the randos. You will have a chance to deal with this situation. We'll see what happens. But we go to Weary. Tinkering away. Weary flicks a switch. And they sit back, proud look on their face. They go, ha! I did it! As the portal starts shifting and spinning. They go to get up, but their leg fell asleep. They've been sitting for far too long in an awkward state. Everybody does it, we all know. And they slip forward, and we watch as Weary falls through a portal as an explosion just quickly comes and envelops the area. And we'll pick up with everyone there next session. Did you all enjoy the facility?
Am I still a lizard?
Well,
No, I'm pretty sure
We're
you're
gonna-
dust right now.
we will have one more session that we will walk through that situation with everyone. You're no longer a lizard. You are back to a godling. Death works very differently in Loch Raelta compared to regular D&D. And we will see how that works, as Weary must make a very exhausting journey to go collect 4 people.
Hey, to be fair, I think we won.
I think we did win. I think.
It's going to be a very, very interesting session. Bringing... like, Ian's going to watch this and go like, what? No! And Ian will...
probably would have been like, what? No, don't use the bomb. It's a very dangerous bomb. You know what the bomb does?
like, wait a minute. Why are you
To-
standing so close to the bomb?
I think to all of our credit, we all underestimated the bomb.
You're only...
I
you
didn't.
only stood 25 feet away from the bomb. If you left it somewhere else, you might have had a chance of, like, jumping or something.
Yeah. To be fair, I fucking failed the shit out of my magic roll on that. So I was just like, oh, cool, some high explosives. We put a couple walls between us. At most, we get thrown out of the tower. Big whoop.
Can you imagine if we just detonated the bomb and jumped through the portal?
That's what I thought you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna explore the basement and be like, "Okay, fuck this place." Toss the bomb, press the button, and jump through the portal.
Lucas,
You know,
we're not
honestly,
that smart. So
if Weary were here,
That might have happened.
they probably would have
yeah,
told us.
this is Ian's fault. Just kidding, Ian. Just kidding. You're the best.
Yeah, no, I'm blaming. I'm blaming Ian.
So
Well,
Ian, when you
look-
get back, I'll message you. You'll have a good conversation about this. I'll let you watch this first. Hi from the past.
Oh, fuck. That was so stupid.
That was really stupid.
It was very randos. It was very like, like, this neighborhood's full of weird,
It's like
gross
you
shit.
said
Let's light it on
mushrooms,
fire.
I'm like, oh shit, we nuked ourselves again.
Because
Hey,
when Resmir, you
there's
came
a good
up.
season finale right there.
God
There's a
Damn
second
it! Wait,
season
no. Does that
finale
mean
where
we have
got
another Doom
nuked.
Cube?
No.
No,
Did we make
no.
another Doom Cube?
No, because we
no,
had
just
one.
made the
and
Doom
it-
Cube bigger.
When Resmir
no,
saw you
the
come
four
up,
of us just might be very dead. But
she was
we
so
have a-
tired. She was like, "Oh, they're just gonna come up and fucking like try to threaten me. Like this is such shit. They've come into my house and wrecked my stuff, and now I have to deal with these people." And
Yeah.
you threw it, and they're like, "Wait, no." And
Yeah,
then you
I'm
press the
just
button.
picturing her squinting and like, what the hell is that? Oh.
I got a cool.
I wanted to jump in and
Cool
grab the
mini for
mask
that.
first. Like I was gonna try, and then Jason's
Oh.
like, "I blow it up," and I'm like, "Well, there went that."
Oh, that mask is gone.
Okay, yeah, like I had any say in this. The bomb was in the air.
If that
Kurtak
mask
was
is
told
destroyed,
what to do.
It is launched halfway across this desert world, getting lost
I
in
will
sand.
say, to our credit, we have a lot of powerful magical friends. There's no telling what'll happen in the next episode.
Listen, Weary's son, who is like a strange outer being squid god, will have
Yeah.
to go talk. But thank you for joining us for this very explosive episode of Nyarlathotep. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. If it's gonna be like Bomb Priest or I've got a bomb or something like that. Bombvoyage, that's pretty good.
Here we go.
We're blasting off again. But let's go around the virtual table. Anything we want to promote, anything we want to talk about. So I have been your GM for this evening, and I've had a very good time. And if you want to hear, we have another podcast. It's Ballad with the 7 Dice. If you want to go check that out, I think there's a preview at the beginning of this. I'm pretty sure I lined it up. It is about a group of 5 heroes who come from different worlds to come fight in an eldritch war in the Forgotten Realms as it gets slowly consumed by eldritch beings. So, a lot of fun. We are wrapping up season 3 fairly soon. I think it might have like a month before season 3 wraps up, and there's only 4 seasons to go for that. Or 4 seasons in total. So go ahead, check out our podcast, Ballad of 7 Dice, leave one of them cool reviews. We also have a Patreon. So if you want to listen to more Rise stuff, we actually are uploading all the audio from our Rise games. We're putting it onto Patreon. There is this player called Acast, and it can actually merge with your other players. So I'll be working on a video showing you how to set that up, but there is some how-tos and all that. But for just $1 a month, you get access to tons of extra Ballad audio, and as well as, so far I've uploaded the entire first season of Rise of Nyarlathotep, and I am working on the second. So if you know anyone who's like, I prefer an audio format, well, now you can tell them, get on the dang Patreon, it's only $1. So send them that way. Yeah, so that was so good. I'm really happy about this. I was wondering, I'm like, no. How are they going to do this? And it's definitely, you have to jump through. The podcast I am going to recommend is Sword of Symphonies. I just been listening to a few episodes. They actually have their own custom-made TTRPG that they use for their game. It's a lot of fun. I've been listening to it. The sound design, all that, very good, and the story is incredibly entertaining. They describe it as like a kind of like soft, heartwarming horror. So if you like that kind of thing, head on over, check out Sword of Symphonies. They're a real fun time. Meg.
Hey, I'm Meg. This was Bradley. You can find me on Twitter at NerdiestPants, where I shit post mostly. Today's favorite post of mine was my first graders trying to draw horses. One of them looked like it walked out of Lucas's brain. The other one looked like Kronk on a horse. I don't know how they did that, but they did. It's great. It's a fun time. The other time, currently, I'm bitching about the fact that I don't have air conditioning and it's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. We're making it work. My recommendations today, one is going to be go back a game called Balladins. It is a online multiplayer, so like 1 to 4 player game, inspired kind of like by TTRPG games. It's really easy to pick up from everything you can see on the videos on Kickstarter. And it has like a bunch of different little campaign storylines. And everything on there, it is already fully backed, but if you get it, then you end up, if you back it, you can get the Steam key of the game and a bunch of extra little goodies. It's estimated to come out in October of this year for most of the stuff, depending on like the tiers that people were getting.
Oh,
so it's gonna be out later this year. I believe the Kickstarter says it won't be funded until June 4th. If they didn't get anything, well, they got it and then some, and they're still getting money. It's very cute. The art design is probably one of my favorites for a little indie game. It's made by a bunch of French designers. It's all kinds of fun. They have different classes and little setups that you can do. The other game is one that I just described. Similarly, that's a word. I can talk. I'm tired. It's similar to Balladins, and it's called Wildermyth, and it's another kind of TTRPG style game where you can play with more than one person and kind of work to, save the world sort of thing through different little map things. And it's a lot of fun. I got to play it over the weekend, and it's a lot of fun. Both are on Steam. Balladins has the demo on Steam already, and then Wildermyth is up there, and it's like, I think maybe $20.
Wildermyth looks super good as well.
It's great. I absolutely adore it. And it's actually, Wildermyth, I will give them credit. They have non-binary options and romance options as well. So you can do like gender, sexuality preferences kind of thing, and like you can choose your character relationships, so you can have like lovers, rivals. The NPCs that you have in your party will become like kind of a relationship as well. The two I had in my party hated each other somehow. They went off on an adventure and went, yeah, fuck you. So it's a lot of fun. You've got a lot of like actual in-story consequences and stuff. I accidentally killed an NPC and I still am mad at myself for it. So check out those two games.
Awesome. Jess.
I'm sorry. I'm so floored. We exploded again.
Boop, 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 boop.
About it. Yeah, I'm Jess. art_fantastical on Instagram and Twitter. I make fan art for this show, and I just made some very cursed art that you all may probably won't enjoy.
I loved it. It was great.
It's pretty great.
Now everyone has to see it.
Yeah, I showed it to my friend, and her 10-year-old son said, "Who made this ill-created thing?" So that's what I'm bringing to the table. Cursed art. I don't have anything to promote. Come back next week to see what happened, because I have no idea.
To watch Weary's headache.
Yes, watch Weary save us. Maybe they might be like, no. We'll see. It'll be a hoot. So we'll see y'all then.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve. You can no longer find me at Copper Harpy on the Twitter because I got suspended for saying that I could, in theory, beat up a guy who said he wanted to kill me. However, you can find my good friend, who's totally not me, over at Lawless Vic. That is lawless as in anarchy and Vic as in victory. So, it's just my good pal and friend who looks weirdly like me, but totally isn't. Follow me there. I've got to correct all my lost followers. Or, not me. Shush. That wasn't me. It's not me.
It's Lawless Vic.
Pal Vic. I would recommend going and listening to cool people who did cool stuff. Last week they just had their first episodes, which was a two-parter on the Haymarket Affair and the Martyrs. So, who are all cool people who died because the state is terrible. Anyways, yeah, that's what I got.
And Jason.
Hello. I don't have anything to really promote this week. I just want to say, after some of the recent events of Talk being coerced to murder some researchers and then blow up a bomb, there's going to be a lot of
soul searching,
existential crisis / moral dilemma stuff going on.
No, that's not your dad.
Welcome to the club.
And you avenged them with their own bomb.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
I wish I could use this rationale in my own head, but I just can't. So it's going to be interesting. Stay tuned for the next arc, and I guess next time we're going to have some interesting discussion.
Well, thank you for joining us. I have to write up some stuff now to figure out next session. Should be very interesting. I'm actually excited to write it up. And join us for our season finale on Tuesday, where we explore death and what it all means. All right, everyone. Until next time. Oh, we're gonna go rate someone. Who are we gonna rate?
Yeah, let's rate someone.
Dorky Teacher is streaming right now.
All right,
Your
that's what we're
Adventure
gonna
Time
do.
is streaming.
Rule of Lore.
Liz Bear, if you want to throw us into a crowd of 161 people.
Dangerous.
Talk about promotion. Hi!
Hello. All right. So pick one. Which one do we want to go to?
Let's go to just dorky teacher. They could use some company.
Sure. All right. And that's just spelt like how it sounds, right?
Yes, just dorky teacher.
Okay. Setting up the raid.
Woohoo!
We're blasting off again.
Literally.
Until next time, everyone.
I can't believe it.
Bye now.
Bye.